Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about all the new things that just kicked in with this maintenance. Alright, so the very first thing I want to go over are, of course, the freebies. So when we head over to our systems, get campaign items, receive item account, you're actually going to have a little bit more than me, other than the 7 days left, 6 days left, and every single day we will get more of these rapid shape freighters as well as the NEX cubes. But on top of this, you also get a Black Friday gift. Now, I've already redeemed my gift, but you do get a weapon camo called the Sange, which is a katana weapon camo, which does look pretty nice. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me, okay, Carol, how does the Sange actually look? As we can see, the sheath itself is pretty basic, there's nothing too crazy about it. However, the blade itself is actually really clean. So as you can see over here, when we go into photo mode and we zoom into the blade itself, it is pretty basic. However, it does look incredibly nice. So, simple and clean is the way that I like to put it. So the blade is pretty elegant. The only thing that I don't really like about this is the sheath. The sheath does look a little bit low quality. It does seem like it might be a base game skin from the sheath alone, but the blade itself is very surprisingly high quality, which is very nice considering that we get this for free. However, another weapon camo that we also got for free was the Jutis Almaty, and I personally prefer this one a lot more over the Sange, simply because there is a very cool effect. First of all, the sheath is a lot more detailed. As you can see, the sheath does seem more NGS spec-ish, and the blade is blue colored, which is pretty nice. However, that's not the reason why I like this weapon. The reason I like this weapon is because when you unsheath the weapon and attack, you get this cool sparkling effect on this weapon camo. And again, this is also a free weapon that you can get. All you needed to do was actually just buy something from the player shop. I believe you need to spend 2 million Meseta on the player shop and you automatically get this weapon camo, which is pretty awesome. Plus, this works for all weapons versus the Sange, which only applies for katanas. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about are, of course, the campaign boost. There is a campaign boost going on for all of the relay quests right now. As you can see, we do get rare drop rate plus 120%, as well as a fixer drop rate plus 50%. If you are a free-to-play player, it will be 100% instead of 120%, but you still get the 50% fixer drop rate, which is pretty nice. Now, I haven't done this relay quest yet, Cliff Suppression, but I do remember this one being pretty good. The one yesterday was not really my cup of tea, where you just had to hoverboard. It was just like a obstacle course, because what happened was a lot of people were just AFKing in the previous one or the one yesterday, and they just waited for one person to complete it, and that way everyone got loot. Might be good for some people if you're working together, but for the most part, especially in pug groups, it was just kind of a disaster. Now, don't forget that this campaign boost does apply to the Ultra Realm as well. As we can see under Altered Investigation South Tundra area, we also get all of these in-quest effects or these campaign boosts. So if you don't want to farm the relay quest, let's say it's not a good one like yesterday, you could always just farm Ultra Realm instead. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the duel quest. As we can see under Extra Duel Planetfall Strike, they have added 2 new stages for the duel quest. So if you haven't done this already, you might as well just get it out of the way, because remember, there will be a special reward if you complete all 10 stages. Now, stages 7 to 8 will come in the middle of December, and then 9 and 10 will come at the end of December. But nevertheless, you will want to knock all of these out, because you do get some cosmetic rewards for completing all of them. And last but not least, I do want to remind everyone to complete your dailies every single day, especially these 3 right here, the ones that give you the reward box medal November 2025, because the reward box itself will also be going away relatively soon on December 3rd. So you do want to make sure that you actually gain enough. So you need 41 of these tokens, by the way, to actually obtain your Big Bang Scratch Ticket Gold. And you are time gated on these reward box medals. You can only earn 4 every single day. So you want to plan ahead to make sure that you do get your gold ticket, because as I said before, the Big Bang Scratch Ticket Golds do have some very high value items. You do not want to sleep on this. You want to make sure that you do get all 6 tickets. For those who are wondering where you get the other 5, they are tied behind the limited time tasks. under your campaign tab right here. As you can see, all of these tasks do end on December 3rd as well. So you want to make sure that you do blast through all of these as soon as possible, as some of them are time gated, such as clear urgent quest 3 over here, which requires you to do 15 urgent quests. So please plan ahead so that you don't miss out on all of these freebies.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.